next the mess for the new millennium. Double Dare 2000.
Now back to the mess for the new millennium. Double Dare 2000.
Up next, that strain on the brain. Figure it out.
Now back to that strain on the brain. Figure it out.
Up next, the great frame game. Get the picture?
Now back to the great frame game. Get the picture?
Up next, the ultimate test of courage. Nickelodeon Guts.
Now back to the ultimate test of courage. Nickelodeon Guts. Up next, it's that giant talking stonehead. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Now back to that giant talking stonehead. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Up next, the place where no game goes unplayed. Nick Arcade.
Now back to the place where no game goes unplayed. Nick Arcade.
From the four corners of your world,
da tutta la scena del mondo.
this is Global Gas.
Hey guys, what's going on? Little Global Gas here for you. My name's Matty. We're checking out the most killer games in sport from around the world. And coming up, we're going to Alaska, guys. That's right, little dog sledding action going on. These are the coolest canines, basically pulling these sleds on cross-country races. You guys all set? Get ready to hang on tight. Dog sled racing is practiced in countries where there is snow-covered terrain. We're talking Canada, the United States, Chile, and Argentina. And every March, Alaska hosts the biggest dog sled competition in the world, the Iditarod. Let me break it down. Dog sled racing is a sport of racing sleds over cross-country courses. It's fast, exciting, and ultra-competitive. The sled driver, known as the musher, has his dogs trained, and I mean with a capital T. They are taught to follow the musher's voice commands so well and to pull that sled so fast, it almost looks like they're flying over the ice. Now, these dogs are bred to run. I mean, it's in their nature. So they can go through these long, cold, hard runs that can reach speeds of up to 20 miles per hour without a problem. All right, now I know what you guys are thinking. Poor dogs, they're so cold. But they're not, trust me guys. I mean, think about it. These dogs are running around in their own natural furs. Well, that was your Global Gas. We'll see you guys around.
From the four corners of your world,
Da tutta la scena del mondo.
this is Global Gas.
Konnichiwa, guys. What's up? Matty chillin'. That was Japanese for hello, how you doing? This here's Global Gas, your games and sports from around the world. And well, I know you guys have heard a little karate about some taekwondo. But what about Kendo, guys? You guys ever heard of Kendo? Well, this martial arts teaches the ancient secrets of sword fighting. It's huge in Japan. And well, guys, there's only one thing I want to say to you. That's Kuriyo, Mite, Kurishai. Kendo was invented in Japan, but this sport is really hot right now in Canada, the United States, Korea, and the Netherlands. All right, here's the scoop. Kendo matches take place in an area that's 30 to 36 square feet. Now for the match, contestants wear the traditional jacket called uwagi, a hakama, which are long pants that kind of look like a skirt, a mask called men, and a koti, which is their padded glove. Now the sword, called a shinais, is made of bamboo bound with waxed cord. Points are given for blows to the left or right side of your opponent, a hit on either wrist, a little tap on the neck, or my favorite, a bop on the top of the head. Ouch, man. Now, the name of the point struck must be called out by the attacker and okayed by the judges. The fighter who scores 2 points first wins the match. And get this sport is not only for professional swordsmen. In Japan, Kendo study is required for all high school students. How sweet is that? There you go, guys, a little Kendo action for you. And not only was that sword fighting super cool, but you guys check out those outfits? Dude, I was totally digging them, man. I'm to give me a pair. There you have it. I'm Matty for Global Gas, your games and your sports. Yeah. From the four corners of your world,
Da tutta la scena del mondo.
this is Global Gas.
Yes, what is up, guys? How you doing? Matty here, a little Global Gas action. Your games and sports from around the world, and I'm bringing you a special one, all right? Now, we all love flying kites, right? And if you really dig some dune buggies too, then I got the thing for you guys. It's called Kite Buggy, and it is awesome. I mean, it is just like it sounds. You go chill in a dune buggy, get pulled by a kite, and get some serious speed. It is tremendous, you guys. Check this one out.
A kite buggy was invented in New Zealand, but this sport's also big in Australia and Argentina. And for us here in the United States, there are places in Oregon, California, and Nevada where we can give it a try. Here's the scoop, guys. A kite buggy is done in a flat, open space with clean wind. That means no trees, buildings, animals, or humans around that you can run over. Now, kite buggers use a buggy and a sail made out of lightweight material like nylon or plastic and flying line to play this sport. There are buggies for one person or two, so you can give it a go solo or with a friend. Now, how fast or slow you go depends on how well you can maneuver the kite, how high it is, and if you're going downwind or upwind. Now, kite buggy is all about speed and accuracy, and hardcore fans are starting to compete with their friends over half-mile courses.
So anyways, guys, we got to thank the New Zealanders for thinking of this sport, kite buggy. But we also got to thank the Chinese because, you know, they're the ones that invented the kite nearly 3,000 years ago. So you guys know, without the kite, there would be no kite buggy. So a big shishay to the Chinese, which is thank you in Chinese, and also a big shishay to all you guys out there for watching Global Gas. From the four corners of your world,
Da tutta la scena del mondo.
This is Global Gas.
Aloha, guys! What's going on, man? Coach chilling here by the beach, watching some Global Gas, your games and your sports from around the world. Check it out, Outrigger canoeing. That's right, it's totally cool. These guys are tearing up the ocean. Check this out, Outrigger canoeing, man.
Now, the first outrigger canoe races started in Hawaii, but way before it became a sport, Polynesians used outrigger canoes for transportation from one island to another. Now, these days, you can try it out in countries like the United States, Australia, Tahiti, and Fiji. Here's how it works. The outrigger canoe is different from an ordinary canoe because it has a rig on the side. Now, this rig balances the canoe and makes it more stable when you're in the ocean. Now, hardcore canoeists train year-round for the World Championship, a 40.3-mile race between the islands of Molokai and Oahu. And in these long races, each canoe is followed by a motorboat with reinforcements. And when paddlers get tired, they switch off with the other teammates who are standing by on the motorboat, ready to jump in and continue the race. Now, these switcheroos are really cool because the paddlers don't miss a beat. They get in and out in a split second. Now, lots of serious canoeists also do little sprint races called regattas, which are typically 250 to 500 meters long. Now, those take place in many places around the world and are good prep for the big race in Hawaii. Outrigger canoeing is considered Hawaii's national sport, and it's high-speed, high-intensity fun in the sun. Not only do you get really buff arms while you're at it, you get to race with a team and achieve results one person can't achieve alone.
All right, now one of the many perks of this sport here, of course, is getting a pretty nice tan. And as you can see, guys, I need to work on mine. So I'm going to do a little bit more rowing. This has been Global Gas. I'm Matty. Outrigger canoeing, man. From the four corners of your world,
Da tutta la scena del mondo.
This is Global Gas.
Che pibe, ¿qué pasa? Soy Mati. Now, if you guys are Argentinian, you would know that I just said, hey, dude, what's up? It's Matty. This is Global Gas, the ultimate games and sports from around the world. And I know that you guys have probably played some basketball, did a little horseback riding like I'm doing right now. But have you ever done both at the same time? Well, a bunch of Argentinians have. It's their national sport. It's called Pato. That's Spanish for duck. It's coming up right now. You guys have got to check this out.
Now, in case you fell asleep during geography class, Argentina is the second largest country in South America. But Pato's also become so popular that it's also played in Italy, France, Belgium, England, Germany, and Austria. Pato is a crazy mix of pole-style horseback riding and the slam jamming of basketball. So 4 riders compete in a field 200 yards long. Each team scores by dunking the duck into a basket that's 8 feet, 10 inches high. Now, Pato is seriously old school. Historians say it was created in the 1600s. And check this out, guys. Back then, a real duck was used as a ball. But don't worry, real ducks aren't used anymore. Now, during the game, the riders swing from their saddle at full gallop. They pick up the ball from the ground with their right hand and race toward the basket. And the team who scores the most points is the winner.
Well, there you have it, guys. Little Pato action for you. Like you just saw, those guys are in top physical shape. I got to give it up for them. They got muchos guts. Well, I'm Matty. This is Global Gas. We'll see you guys later. Adios. From the 4 corners of your world,
Da tutta nazione del mondo.
this is Global Gas. Hey, what's up, guys? Matty chilling right here. This is Global Gas, your games and sports from around the world. Now, check this. This is brand new killer sport out, sand tobogganing. That's right. And it is sweeping away the sandy slopes all across the world. Check this out.
So sand tobogganing can be done anywhere there's high dunes. Now, Australia and Peru have the finest sand, and that makes you slide faster. Now, other excellent spots to practice this sport are New Zealand, the United States, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. Here is the lowdown. Now, sand tobogganing is exactly like snow tobogganing, except this sport is practiced on sand, which can get really hot. So first off, players always wear light threads like shorts and a t-shirt and tons of sunscreen. Some people use a piece of plywood as their sandboards. And all the players do is sit down or lie flat on their stomach on the board and hang on tight, because this is one fast ride. When they're going downhill, they can control where they go by steering the front of the board with their hands. Now, the trick, according to the pros, is to put wax on the bottom of the board to make it fly. And when their speed gets way too fast, they just break the old-fashioned way by sticking their feet out. Now, it's not very high-tech, but hey, it works just fine.
Yeah! All right, guys. That was super cool, but let me tell you something. Guys don't like getting some dirt in your face and stuff like that, forget about it. Sand tobogganing might not be for you. But I'll tell you one thing, Global Gas is. That's right, guys, I'm Matty. This was your games and your sports from around the world. From the 4 corners of your world,
Da tutta nazione del mondo.
this is Global Gas. Hey, what's going on, guys? Matt here for Global Gas, bringing you your games and sports from around the world. Now, I was just coming down this here snow-covered mountain, thinking about all the different ways you can get down. You know, there's skiing, there's snowmobiling, and well, you know, there's my personal favorite, snowboarding. And well, we met some crazy snow fans who invented a whole new way. It's called, check it out, guys, shovel racing. They use shovels just like this to race down the mountain. It is unbelievable, and we got it for you right now. Check this out.
Now, for the last 25 years, shovel racing has been a tradition at Angel Fire, New Mexico, where the World Shovel Championships happen every year during the first week of February. Here's the scoop. For shovel racing, players sit on the shovel blade with the handle pointing out in front and downhill, and just let gravity take over. Sounds pretty simple, but for the past few years, this sport's gotten much more complex. Shovel championships are now judged in many categories like speed, uniqueness, and complexity. People construct all kinds of crazy contraptions of all sizes and shapes for this race. They make their shovels look like beds, cars, rockets, animals, boats, you name it. The requirement for this sport are that the contraption is built on top of a shovel, that it doesn't fall apart during the race, and it reaches the finish line in one piece, and that it's able to stop somewhere within the limits. which sometimes is not easy at all.
That was awesome, guys. Little celebration for you. And who knew? I always thought shovels were just for shoveling, but thanks to a few creative and competitive people, we have a whole new way of having fun, guys. You know what? I wonder what they'll think of next. But I can guarantee this, whatever it is, it'll be right here on Global Gas. We'll see you later, guys. From the four corners of your world,
Da tutta la scena del mondo.
this is Global Gas. Hey, what's up, guys? Matty here for Global Gas, your games and sports from around the world. Now, I'm gonna need you guys to imagine, just for a little bit, being stuck inside of a huge ball at the top of that there steep hill and then being let go down the hill for fun. Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Well, some zany New Zealanders are doing it. It's called Zorbing, and we got it right here on Global Gas. Check it out.
Zorbing was invented by the Kiwis, that is, people from New Zealand. But you can also find this sport in Australia, Germany, Switzerland, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, and the United States. All right, here's the scoop. Zorbing's done with a 10-foot transparent plastic ball called a Zorb. Now the rider, called a Zorbonaut, goes inside the ball and gets pushed down the hill. It looks crazy, but it's a lot of fun. Now, if the ball bounces, you bounce. And if it spins, you spin. And it doesn't hurt. There's an air cushion that keeps you safe as you roll downhill at up to 25 miles per hour. But if you're squeamish about getting bounced around, there are Zorbs built with a harness inside. And some come with 2 harnesses in case you want to take your best friend for a spin.
Well, there you guys go, a little Zorbing action for you. You know, they say that Zorbing is kind of like being a sock in a dryer, and well, to be honest, I kind of like to know what that feeling is like. But a little tip, don't eat a big meal before you go Zorbing, all right? Because you might be rolling in it. Just don't do it, okay? Global Gas, guys.
Seasons unfold. Some games never see the light of day. These are contests played till curfew. Sports that stir in the night. One such competition shines like a beacon amongst all others. The game of Flashlight Tag. The Nocturnal Band suffered an unwanted addition to their roster. Noah's little sister, Bonnie. Age differences were quickly set aside as players spread the field in search of hiding spots.
19, 20, ready or not, here I come!
The chilling threat cut through the dark. And one by one, the elusive hiders were found. And the number of hunters grew to 3. But they still couldn't find Noah beneath his back porch. It seemed home field advantage would make Noah the last kid hiding. Until it appeared Bonnie too had home field advantage, but was calling her own plays. Retaliation to the tickle torture was too risky. The slightst noise could give away position and put Noah in the sight of the ever-sweeping thieves. The tenuous tickling had given Noah a desperate need for the bathroom, while the bunny emerged, the victor. In the beginning, eyes had rolled at her rabbit ears, but in the end, no flashlight could find them. Bonnie now shined in her own beam as one of our brightest heroes of the game. Heroes of the game. The neighborhood. The definitive haven of safety for the youth of America. But in one backyard, a girl named Patty was running for her life. Patty had to make her way out of the middle. Patty was caught in the precarious predicament known as pickle. Hatless Haley and Garbage Can Stan teamed up to keep poor Patty between them all day long. Tag after tag after tag had put Patty on the brink of exhaustion. Stan and Haley's seemingly relentless pursuit had Patty fenced in. But there was a weak link in this indomitable chain of defense: Stan's empty stomach. Haley had no idea that a craving for a cheesy bean burrito had taken Stan's head out of the game. Finally, Patty saw daylight. Stan stooped swiftly for the ball. A thunderous throw was launched. As Patty dove head first, her fate hung in the air. Safe. Haley was dejected as Patty brushed herself off and rightfully claimed the glove. And as Stan ran for the kitchen, Patty pondered if she would miss being in the middle. Yeah, right. This pickle professional no longer belongs in the middle. She belongs in the fraternity of champions we call Heroes of the Game. On the mean streets of suburbia, the sport of slaps is not a game, it's a way of life. And for Slow-Hand Larry, life was a pair of red, stingy hands. Living up to his nickname, Slow Hand would fall for tickle palms and elbow fakes till he was slapped unhappy. But failure trained Larry well in the slapping arts. He soon figured out all the moves and fakes that had fooled him once before. He became the least slapper to ever play slaps. No one pegged him Slow Hand anymore. He was now Cool Hand Larry. There was, however, one formidable foe that Larry had never faced: Susie Slapstick Reynolds. Susie had the fastest hands on the street. She was the self-proclaimed Sultan of Slap. Word on Brayburn Road said it was time for the student to teach the master. At the start, Larry's hand stayed steady through the usual tricks. He slipped away from Susie's slaps with snake-like quickness. Would Larry unseat the Sultan of Slap? Nope. In a spectacular tickle palm hand switch combination, Larry was schooled yet again in the art of slaps. Susie proved that these were still her streets, but our story doesn't end here. Cool Hand Larry survived to slap again another day. You see, it is his heart, not his hands, that makes Larry one of the great heroes of the game. Heroes of the game. At the onset of Saturday, suburban streets form the stages of an imposing road race. The winner is bought the spoils of victory, with the loser's depleted allowance. This is one of cycling's longest-running traditions. This is the Tour de Corner Store. At the beginning of this world-renowned race, the peddler's strategy was to draft behind one another in an awesome display of aerodynamics. That is until Jessica broke from the pack. Today, Jessica had her own game plan. She was going to take a shortcut on a road less traveled. Steve and Quinn picked up the pace, for they knew Jessica's uphill battle was a shortcut to sweet victory. But the sprinters had speed on their side, and the endless incline was taking its toll. Not even halfway up the hill, Jessica's brow was already drenched with doubt. She could sense her opponents breaking away. But Jessica had something her adversaries did not: the will to win. In her defining moment, Jessica was truly a climber. And when she reached Mrs. Thompson's house, Jessica was home free. The road to victory was now all downhill. With the competition in sight, Jessica saw daylight. Jessica took a lead so great, she smiled her way to the final stretch. At the finish line, Steve and Quinn emptied their pockets of allowance. But Jessica was a gracious winner. She realized how close she had come to her own penniless defeat, a fate that can only be avoided by the thirstiest. Heroes of the game. Heroes of the game. Deep in January, on a wind-swept field, two titanic teams met for the final clash of the season. It was to be a game of fire, fortitude, and fearlessness. A game of paper football. Ned Knuckles McCaffrey and Rufus Too Mean Green had earned a seat in the illustrious championship of paper football, the Finger Bowl. These two titans of paper football waged war, playing through mud and paper cuts. Eventually, the 2-minute warning echoed across the field.
Rufus, you have exactly 2 minutes to get home and clean your room.
Suddenly, it was sudden death. With no time left on the clock, the next score had to decide the winner. Rufus stole Ned's scissors and won possession of the folded football. But the ensuing flick-off was a twofold disaster. Not only did Rufus shank his flick wide right, he also injured a detrimental digit on his flicking hand. Dreams of Finger Bowl glory were now jammed and in need of a splint. But wait, Upon further review, a foul was called on Knuckles for having flimsy field posts. The tiny triangle was sent back to the line of scrimmage for a do-over. In true gridiron tradition, Rufus knuckled down and kept all 5 fingers in the game. His 100-yard stare gazed into the future, where he saw himself becoming a part of Finger Bowl history. His winning score split the uprights and went right into Ned's jacket. Rufus claimed his victory and then ran home to pick up the dirty laundry on his bedroom floor.
Rufus!
Known as one of the strongest and tidiest flickers in Finger Bowl history, Rufus is rightfully considered one of the great heroes of the game.
My name is Nicholas, and I play baseball. You know what? I really don't know what it takes to be a professional ball player because I haven't been there yet. But I know you have to work hard. I mean, you have to give it everything you have. You have to feel what you're doing. You know, and never give up on your dreams.
My name's Mead, and my sport is basketball. Practicing is my life. That's how you get better. If you don't practice, then you'll never be able to play. I practice against my shadow because my shadow does everything I do. And because if I can beat it, I can beat anybody. You can do anything when you put your mind to it.
My name is Daniel, and my sport is surfing. Surfing is all about waiting for the perfect wave. You just have to time it well, and you can't really think too much or else you're gonna take too long and you won't catch the wave. The difference between a good ride and a great ride is the difference between thinking it and feeling it.
My name is Sabrina, and my sport is tennis. I like tennis because, you don't really get hurt because in football, you do. My favorite tennis player is Pete Sampras because he serves like this. And so do I. My name is Sabrina, and my sport is tennis.
My name is Nicholas, and I play baseball.
My name is Andrea, and my sport is soccer. My name is Daniel, and my sport is surfing.
My name is Haley, and my sport is figure skating.
My name is Josh, and my sport is golf.
Hey, you want to improve your skills? Get fit? Gain that competitive edge? Then pay attention, because I got another skill drill. All right, ballers, you want to handle the rock like J-Kid or AI? Then this skill drill's for you. It's called Dribble Mania. All you need for this drill is a ball and a buddy. Not necessarily in that order. Here's what you do. Both you start dribbling. Keep your heads up now. The next step is try knocking your buddy's ball away while keeping your own dribble going. It's all about coordination. That means you keep your one hand busy dribbling while you keep the other hand swatting away at your buddy's ball. Nice job. If your one hand gets tired, go ahead and switch your dribble to your opposite hand. Working on this skill drill will improve your handle and your court vision, because you gotta keep your eye on the game instead of the ball. All right, now get out there and practice. When I get back, I want you dribbling so good it looks like you're playing with a big orange yo-yo. Hey, you want to improve your skills? Get fit? Gain that competitive edge? Then pay attention, because I got another skill drill. All right, soccer players, lace up if you want to improve your ball control. I call this skill drill Happy Feet. All you need for this one is a ball and room to play. That should be enough. First thing to do is put the ball directly in front of you. Start by tapping the top of the ball with your right foot. Then switch to your left. Once you start getting comfortable, you can pick up the pace. Good job. As you're doing this drill, imagine the ball is a big giant egg. So you just gotta barely tap it or you'll make it crack. And keep those knees high, because the goal is to make sure the ball moves as little as possible. Keep it going. Doing this skill drill will give you fast feet and improve your ball control out there on the field. Ain't no time for standing around. Get out there and practice. You know, sometimes this drill reminds me of an Irish jig. Ha! Hey, you want to improve your skills? Get fit, gain that competitive edge, then pay attention, because I got another skill drill. You want to nail that base runner trying to score from third? Then you'll think today's skill drill's a hit. I call it 1D. Grab your mitt, grab a ball, and a buddy. Hey, take it easy. He bruises like a peach. Start by standing 10 yards apart, then kneel. Right is on the right knee, and left is on the left knee. That's right. I mean left. The next step is to throw the ball back and forth while staying in position. By keeping your knees down, this skill drill will help improve your arm and shoulder strength. And you can move further apart as you master it. Good job. Now get out there and practice. Hey, Lefty, I want to see grass stains on that knee now. Not that knee, the other one. No, the other one. Right. I mean left. Oh, now you got me confused. Hey, you want to improve your skills? Get fit, gain that competitive edge, then pay attention, because I got another skill drill. Hey, tennis players, you want to rule the court? Then get into the swing of this skill drill. I call it tennis talk. Grab a couple of tennis balls and get a grip. On your racket, that is. Ah! A good serve always starts with a good toss. Once the racket goes behind your head, stop your swing and throw the ball straight up in the air. Keep that arm extended now and simply catch the ball. There you go. If you're doing the drill right, the ball will go straight up and return directly to your hand. Keep it going. Once you're comfortable with your toss, you can finish your serve. Now get out there and practice. If you start acing people, all I want is a thank you. No strings attached. Ha! No strings. Now that's funny. Hey, it's just tennis humor.
Hey, games and sports fans, get ready for another Nick-Ass timeout. This time out, we're playing along with Philadelphia 76er Eric Snow.
Okay, guys, let's try some trivia, hoop style. Here's your question. Who holds the record for scoring the most points in a single NBA game? Is it A, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, B, Dr. J, Julius Erving, C, Michael Jordan, or D, Wilt Chamberlain? Go ahead, guys. Think about it. All right, time's up. Let's see who scored with the right answer. Did you say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Sorry, that's not it. What about the man, Michael Jordan? Maybe you said the doctor, Julius Erving. Wrong again. The only answer left is Wilt Chamberlain. In 1962, Wilt still dropped in a whopping 100 points in a single game, a record that still stands tall today. If you knew that, then you know a thing or two about the game of basketball.
Hey, get back in the game. We'll see you next timeout. Hey, games and sports fans, get ready for another Nick-Ass timeout. This time out, we're playing along with pro snowboarder Kelly Clark.
Hey everybody, it's time for some snowboarding trivia. Okay, the snowboard we know of today actually evolved from a snow toy back in the 60s. What was that snow toy called? Was it A, the ski board, B, the snurfer, C, the mono ski, or D, the snow screamer? Go ahead, give it some thought. Anything yet, guys? Keep thinking. All right, guys, let's see how you did. So did you say A, the ski board? Nope. Nice try. How about D, the snow screamer? That'd be incorrect. What about C, the mono ski? Nah, that's wrong too. That only leaves one answer, the snurfer. In 1965, Sherman Poppin, a chemical engineer, invented the Snurfer as a toy for his daughter. It was only a few years later that the snowboard as we know it today was born. And if you knew that, you knew something about snowboarding.
Hey, get back in the game. We'll see you next time out. Hey, Games and Sports fans, get ready for another Nick Gas Timeout. This time out, we're playing along with pro soccer star Mike Petke.
What's up, soccer fans? It's time for some trivia. We all know how big soccer is around the globe. So tell me, which country won the most World Cups? Is it A, Italy? Is it B, Brazil? C, Argentina? Or D, the United States? Anything? Anything yet? Come on, guys. Nothing yet? All right, guys, time's up. Let's see how you did. So did you say the US of A? Unfortunately, the USA has yet to win a World Cup, but the future's looking bright. What about Argentina? Well, then you probably said Italy, right? Wrong again. Well, that only leaves one answer, Brazil. That's right, no one has dominated the World Cup quite like the mighty Brazilians. Including 2002, they've won the World Cup 5 times. Now, if you knew that, then you know your soccer trivia.
Hey, get back in the game. We'll see you next time out. Hey, Games and Sports fans, get ready for another Nick Gas Timeout. This time out, we're playing along with Pro Bowler Norm Duke.
What's up, guys? Time for a little bowling trivia. And here's your question. In bowling, a turkey is how many strikes in a row? Is it A, 3, B, 4, C, 12, or D, 9? Go ahead, think about it. Okay, time's up. Let's see how you did. So did you say 9? Ooh, sorry. So what about 4 in a row? Well then, you probably said 12, right? No. And that leaves only one answer. 3. That's right. 3 strikes in a row in bowling is called a turkey. And if you knew that, you probably know a thing or two about bowling.
Hey, get back in the game. We'll see you next time out. Hey, Games and Sports fans, get ready for another Nick Gas Timeout. This time out, we're playing along with pro snowboarder Ross Powers.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a break from the mountain and see what you actually know about snowboarding. All right, here's your question. Which one of the following phrases is not actually a snowboard trick? Is it A, the McTwist, B, the dirty dog, C, the mute, or D, the stale fish? Go ahead and think about it. Hey, yeah, it's getting cold out here. You think we can get some hot chocolate? Oh, thank you. All right, guys, time's up. Let's see who got the right answer. So, did you say the McTwist? Sorry, that's actually one of the most common snowboard tricks we do. What about the mute? Then you probably said the stale fish. Wrong again. The only answer left is B. The dirty dog is not an actual trick. So if you feel like I tricked you with that question, then I'm the dirty dog.
Hey, get back in the game. We'll see you next time out.
Let's open up the playbook and learn from the pros. It's a Games and Sports trade trick.
Hi, I'm professional bowler Norm Duke. And for years, I've had trouble making that 10 pin. Today, I'm going to show you my trade trick on how to make that spare.
Norm with a solid team.
The biggest problem with sparing the 10 pin is most people like to curve the ball at the 10 pin. That ball will go right in the gutter prior to the curving of the ball. So my trick is to throw it very, very straight. Now, because I'm right-handed, it's important for me to stand as far over to the left side of the approach as possible, and aim diagonally at the 10 pin, and throw it as straight as I can. Now, here's how to throw a straight ball. Now, if you can imagine this ball being just like a clock, I want to hold the ball with the thumb being at about 1 o'clock and the fingers at about 7. I don't want to rotate either direction in my swing. I just simply want to let go. Here's how that works. So remember, if you want to make the 10-pin like I can, stand as far over to the left as possible, throw it across lane at the 10-pin, and avoid any curve. I'm Norm Duke, that's my trade trick.
Let's open up the playbook and learn from the pros. It's a games and sports trade trick.
Hey guys, I'm pro snowboarder Natasha Zurich.
I'm the one, the ace, the only. I'm the king. I'm the one, the ace, the only. I'm the king.
So this is what's called a fun box, and it's where I like to do one of my favorite tricks, gap to board slide. The first important thing about this trick is to have enough speed. The reason you need speed is because you need to clear the top flat part of the box first. Once you do that, you're on to the next step. The second part of the trick is to turn your board to board slide. That means turning your board 90 degrees while you're in the air. And lastly, come up the box nice and smooth for a landing. And what I like to personally do is to bend nice and low so I can stay in control. Okay guys, so let's recap. First, you want to make sure you have enough speed. Then you want to turn your board 90 degrees to board slide. And lastly, you just want to come off the rail for a smooth landing. All right guys, let me show you how it's done. Guys, I'm out of here, but keep watching Nick Gass for more trade tricks.
Let's open up the playbook and learn from the pros. It's a games and sports trade trick.
Hey, this is Aaron McKee, guard for the Philadelphia 76ers.
What a move by Aaron McKee. Yes, stiffling Aaron McKee.
Hey, one thing's for sure. If you want to compete on the court, you have to establish a good jump shot.
Spike by Clark. Drucker gets it. Then he hits it. Oh, how pretty is that?
The first important thing in shooting a jump shot is getting set. Your hands and your feet are very important. Now, the next important thing is squaring your shoulders to the basket. And squaring your shoulders to the basket, it gives you good balance and good direction on your shot. What's real important here is the pivot. You want to plant the left foot and swivel your hips around and shot. The last but most important thing in shooting a jump shot is the follow through. And it goes like this. Okay, let's recap. The first thing is you get set. Then you want to square it to the basket. And finally, you want to remember the follow through. Now that we got the jump shot down, I'm going to go work on my free throws. Keep watching Nick Gass for more trade tricks.
Let's open up the playbook and learn from the pros. It's a games and sports trade trick.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm professional soccer player Chris Klein.
Falls to the feet of Klein, yes! And there's an equalizer for the Kansas City Wizards.
It's time to kick off another trade trick, the penalty kick. Okay, let's break it down. First, you want to pick a spot that you're comfortable with to shoot at.
We usually go for the lower or upper corners of the goal.
Second, stick with your spot, but watch the goalkeeper.
As you approach the ball, the goalie might begin to commit to a side. If you can pick up on this, you might be able to alter your shot and put it further out of reach. Or you'll know right away that he's chose to go the other way, and you should be in the clear.
And lastly, follow your shot.
There's always a chance that the goalie might knock the ball away, but at the same time give up the rebound, allowing you a second chance to score.
Christ, save, rebound shot off the post and down. Hey, I got another tip for you. What I like to do personally is practice.
Not all great scorers are great when it comes to penalty kicks. So what I like to do is find an empty net and work on my placement, because a strong leg and consistency are key when it's just you and the goalkeeper.
Razov has two.
To the lead. Ruiz, the shot, the goal!
He scores!
Player of the week.
Hey guys, if you want more tips from the pros, keep it right here on Nick Gas for more trade tricks.
Let's open up the playbook and learn from the pros. It's a Games and Sports trade trick.
Hi guys, I'm Johnny Walker, professional soccer goalkeeper.
Johnny Walker.
All right guys, today's trade trick is sure to help you save the day. I'm gonna help you stop a penalty kick. With so little time to react, there are a few things that I like to do to give me a little extra advantage. First thing I like to do is be on my toes. When the ball's kicked, you want to be moving and ready to spring off the line. You never want to get caught flat-footed. The next thing you want to focus on is watching the kicker. Players always pick their spots, usually the upper or lower corners. Check out their eyes and feet as they approach the ball. It just might give something away. Finally, if you do block the shot, try to follow up your save. If you block the ball out in front, it's pretty likely a rebound shot is coming, so always be ready to bounce back up for a follow-up attempt. And here's a little tip. Just try and remain calm. All you can do is give the best possible effort you can on that day. If they score, they do. But if you make a save, you'll be the hero of the day. All right, so let's recap. Make sure you're on your toes, watch the kicker's actions, and if you make the save, make sure you're up and ready for the rebound. But most importantly, stay calm. Of course, the easiest way to save a penalty kick is to make sure your teammates don't commit any fouls. Keep watching Nick Gas for more trade tricks.
Let's open up the playbook and learn from the pros. It's a Games and Sports trade trick.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Leland Fiddler here with another trade trick. And this one's about the game I know best, Scrabble. One of the most important things about the game of Scrabble is to stay ahead of your opponent. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, here's the deal. There's a real-life Scrabble tournament going on right behind me, so we have to be really quiet. Now I'm going to show you how to get the most points. One of the most important things is to know your two-letter words. There are 96 of them, and all good Scrabble players know them. Okay, another important thing to remember is to use your bonus squares. There's the triple word score, the double letter score, the triple letter score, and the double word score. The third way to get a lot of points is by using something that we Scrabble players call a bingo. That's when you use all 7 tiles in your rack, and you get a 50-point bonus for it. For Scrabble players, getting a bingo is like hitting a home run. So remember guys, 3 ways to get a lot of points: know your two-letter words, use the bonus squares, and try and find bingos. And that's your trade trick. Keep practicing.
Let's open up the playbook and learn from the pros. It's a Games and Sports trade trick.
Hey guys, I'm Mark Lacey, professional soccer player. We all love to score goals, but sometimes we need a little assistance. Today's trade trick is all about the cross. First thing in getting off a good cross is spotting your target. If you see an open teammate streaking the middle or sideline, you want to make sure you lead him enough so the ball meets him at the right point. Once you spot your man and begin your pass, you want to get your foot planted. You want to bring your opposite foot parallel to the ball and plant it solidly. Without good footing, you won't strike the ball as cleanly as you'd like. And finally, you want to get your kicking foot under the ball. In order to get the right arc on your pass, you have to lift the ball off the ground by getting as much of your foot underneath it. After you got the fundamentals down, there's one thing that I like to do, and that's no look. This is going to cause problems in defense because they think I'm passing one way, so I'm playing it the other way. Do all this, and you're sure to get passing grade. Stay tuned to Nick Gas for more trade tricks.
Let's open up the playbook and learn from the pros. It's a Games and Sports trade trick.
Hey guys, I'm pro tennis player Maria Sharapova. So we all know that a great serve and a killer overhead can make all the difference on the tennis court. But when you want to own that court, a smooth ground stroke is the key to victory. Today's trade trick, the two-handed backhand. Okay, the first thing with the backhand is finding the right grip. You want to place your right hand on the bottom of the grip of the racket. Then place your left hand just above, touching your right hand. Next step is the pivot. As the ball approaches, pivot on your left foot as you step forward with your right foot while rotating your shoulders to the left. And lastly, you want to swing with a low to high path. Leading with your right shoulder, follow through with the racket head pointed up at about a 45-degree angle to the net. And what I like to do personally is keep my wrists firm all the way through the stroke. Okay, let's recap. First, you want to find the right grip. Next, as the ball approaches, you want to pivot. And lastly, follow through with a low to high path. And remember my tip, keep your wrist firm. So there it is, the two-handed backhand. Now take these tips to your favorite tennis spot and let's see what you've got. Keep watching Nick Gas for more trade tricks.
You are watching Nick Gas. You are watching your games, your sports. Nick Gas. You are watching.
Oh, it's gonna be close.
Nick Gas. You are watching Nick Gas.